What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video we're going to be discussing NIO, what the day it's had. Spoiler, it really did nothing today. Now before we get into this video, I'd like to remind you, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for being here, and let's get right into this video. Now today was very boring, at least if you're watching NIO. Now if you were watching the overall market, the NASDAQ, the SPY, they took quite the pullback. They pulled back today. We had the SPY drop, I think, 40 points. We had the NASDAQ drop, I think it was like 130 at close, but then it dropped even more because Netflix released their earnings and it wasn't perceived well. So the overall market today didn't do too hot. It didn't do too hot, and it was good to see that NIO, instead of falling down like off a cliff like it always does when the market decides to take a dump, it actually held its own. So that was good to see. Now, yes, we did push up. We pushed up, hit highs of almost $38. So that was kind of disappointing to see that we did get that pullback and just pretty much sell off for the rest of the day. But then we came in the afternoon and really showed back up. So if you watched my video yesterday, I discussed we broke out of this triangle. We broke out of the triangle. The pattern had broken out. So if you've been following my videos, we were watching this triangle for quite some time here. We were watching this descending wedge. We were watching this horizontal support. But what happened? We broke out of that upward one. Now, we were talking about this. We were talking that it's most likely going to break to the upside just because, something really seriously would have to happen for NIO to really start breaking down. So it broke out of it, and I mentioned in that video yesterday that I would like to see the bulls continue to show up. Now, of course, market conditions today weren't favorable, so NIO wasn't able to get that boost that it normally does see. So that was a disappointment, but it was still overall good to see because we didn't sell off either. So basically what we did was consolidation. So consolidation is where we just pull over, we go sideways, we do nothing like we did today. That's also okay, guys, because it tells you two things. It tells you, number one, there isn't a lot of selling pressure. It also tells you there's not a lot of buying pressure, and it's kind of being sandwiched in between buyers and sellers. So that's okay. What we didn't want to see is us fall back down and back into that triangle, and really the odds in our favor where pushing back up again was going to be against us huge. So this was good to see. We pulled over. Now I know it was boring. I know if you were watching NIO today, you're like, man, what's going on? I know this is boring, but we got through today. I'm excited that we actually just pulled over today. So I'm rooting for NIO tomorrow. We'll just have to see what it does. So what's my overall outlook on NIO tomorrow? What's my game plan? What are the levels I'm watching at, and also the levels that you should maybe watch as well? So first of all, I'm going to be watching today's highs. So today we saw this wick right here, right at 37.80. We hit that wick yesterday as well, and near that area we hit it, okay? So we hit it today, came back down. So this is an area, just short term that we need to pay attention for. Once we get above this area right here around 37.80, I think we can start really pushing up, because today we got rejected by it, yesterday we got rejected by it, so we know sellers are there at this level. So if we're going to continue this push up, we need to get above that level first. So that's the first thing. Now tomorrow, with market conditions, I'm not sure what's going to happen. So today I pretty much have been waiting for this pullback. Now, yesterday we sold off. Today we sold off. I don't think the selling is done, guys, personally. Now, don't go like with your pitchforks after me. I'm not one of those guys saying the market's crashing. No, I'm not one of those guys. I'm saying a pullback is needed. After a huge run up, we need to pull back. Ideally, down to here or even down to here. So 13,400 on the NASDAQ. Now, to some of y'all, you might think I'm a monster, but yes, that's where I see a pullback to. And once we get that pullback, hopefully we just get it this week. Hopefully this week, I know this is going to hurt a lot of people, but I think hopefully this week is just red. We kick off earnings seasons. This is a dip by right here, and we push up, the remainder of, at least a couple months. So that's what I'm thinking. That's where my headspace is, especially with the SPY. I'm looking at the SPY to pull back down probably to the $400 level. That's where I'm looking. That's where I'm buying the dip. This is a rain or shine area. This is why I have it circled. That's where my headspace is with SPY. And I was watching this trend line overnight. We broke it today. And once we broke it, we continued the downfall. So I'm expecting to continue to do that. Any push up, I do think, is an opportunity to at least get in short, just momentarily. Don't go short. I'm not even extending my shorts until next week. I'm not. I'm pretty much just going short this week, and that's all, because next week is going to be huge. So with regards to NIO, same thing with NIO. I'm looking for it to push up this week. Instead, NIO's already had its pullback. We know that. So this week, definitely on NIO, I'm looking for it to push up. Now, to get back to NIO, the scenario I'm looking at, first we get above the wicks, okay? Once we get above that, then that's when we need to start pumping up past 39.39. So this has been an area of rejection. We need to get past that. Now, is that going to come this week? Maybe. That's what I'm looking out for. It's not too much to ask. That's only like $2, $2 to $3. NIO can do that in a day. So watching that area, getting above that is what we need first. Now, that's not all. Eventually, I want to see us get back up into this zone. Hopefully, we get back up into this zone, because this zone was significant, because we originally had this huge downtrend that started this whole spiral of NIO and a lot of the EVs. We pushed up, and then we kind of consolidated for a day or two, but really weren't able to hold this level. So getting back into that zone, guys, getting back into this area where price tried to held before is going to be crucial. It's going to be vital. It's going to be just really good if NIO can get in there. And then we can have the conversation of what's next for NIO. But first, we got some things going on first. We need to just see where it's heading this week, and then we can gauge next week. Overall, I'm still bullish on NIO, like what it did today. Really excited what NIO has to offer for the rest of this week. It is Tuesday, but I already feel like the week's starting to dwindle down, same as I always do. Let me know in the comments below, what's your opinion on NIO? What's your opinion on what it's been doing? What's your opinion on what's it going to do this week for the remainder of the week? Are you bullish, bearish, or are you somewhere in between where you don't think it's going to do too much? Let me know in the comments below, and I do appreciate y'all stopping by and watching my videos. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.